Hey guys, and welcome to Real Talk Reviews Lost and Found. So today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're actually going to do a puzzle. Now the thing with this puzzle is everything in it was painstakingly created and with as much love and as care as you could possibly put into something like this. And it's all Australian made. The artist is Australian, everything here comes from Australia, and like everything in it is just, it's designed to be as good as it can be. Like, the artwork on the front's great. It's even magnetically sealed so that, you know, it's going to keep all of your stuff in there. Like, as many of you who have done puzzles before know that those flimsy little boxes they usually come in will inevitably lead to you losing pieces or the box falling apart. This one won't. It's just, if you look after it, it'll stay in a high quality, good condition. And like I said, everything was made in Australia with love. So as you guys can see, the whole thing is sort of set up like a Where's Wally, but specific to Australia and like current world events. Like you can see, there's like Donald Trump balloon, and like it's all like there's no wasted space here, and everything in it sort of has a meaning, and it's all deliberately put there. Like there's nothing in there feels like it's just put there because it can be. And you sort of feel that when you're putting it together, it's not one of those artworks where or like a puzzle where you're putting it together and it's just like, oh, that's a boring piece, but it'll fit in the grand scheme of things. Every piece you pick up is fun, and it has something on it that you'll not notice if you just sort of look at the overall artwork, and that's what makes this puzzle truly special. Like you'll see like ScoMo, and you'll see, like, obviously I've mentioned Trump balloon, and every single character is doing something. There's nobody just sort of stood around messing around, and that's what makes puzzles like this really, really fun. So we had a lot of fun putting this together. Like we used the comparison to a Where's Wally earlier on, and it is exactly like that, but it's one that you get the satisfaction of building, and it was a lot of fun to do with other people as well as sort of, I started by myself, and then like everyone sort of came in, and Jared and Tom came and helped. And it was one of those, we had a really good time just sat there like putting the puzzle together, finding like pieces that in themselves were funny as well as matched the overall puzzle. Yeah. And because most of the pieces have something individual going on within itself, they're like little individual pieces of art that come together to make one giant puzzle. And because of that, it was a little bit challenging as well as fun to do. Like you'd find a piece and you go, oh, that's pretty weird, pretty funny, like I wonder what that's part of, and then it would sort of come together as you progressed. But because there's a lot going on, it did make it a little bit challenging at times. Like you'd find pieces that were, you know, could have gone in multiple spots. But that's like half the fun, is that you can sort of piece it together, and every piece sort of, it was amusing, and we found a way of like just joking around and doing it as a group. So like I said, we had so much fun making this puzzle. It's really good to have something slightly different to do that was made with such passion and such love. It's actually got a really cool feature. You can order one of these, but you can have yourself as a character in the puzzle, so you can sort of make yourself your own Wally, of your own Where's Wally. If you want to pick up one of these puzzles, there are a few around. You just head to brettbauer.com.au. It's right here on the box. The link in the description below. If you wanted to follow the artist himself on Instagram, it's at Sydneycartoonist. You can go and see he does lots of caricatures, and he's a really, really talented bloke. If you want to see more stuff like this, obviously leave a comment in below, go and like and share. We love doing stuff like this. We want to keep doing stuff like this. If you want to follow me on Twitter, I'm at Review by Lurch. If you want to follow Real Talk, we are at real_pop on Twitter. On Instagram and Facebook, we are Real Talk Pop Culture Discussions. And as always, guys, keep it real and support local artists.